We gather to celebrate the marriage of Janie and Chris, to witness their vows, to pledge our support, to seek God's blessing upon them. Janie and Chris, what a joy it is for all of us to stand here with the two of you tonight. As Janie and Chris make their promises today, families are joined, friendships are strengthened, and a new community of love is formed, marked by grace, fidelity, mutual respect, as they bear one another's burdens and share one another's joys.
It's time for us to raise our glasses, friends and family, to my daughter Janie and to Chris, her fiance. They're embarking on a new journey together. Janie, I couldn't be more proud of you. You're kind and loyal, and you're generous, and you're always willing to lend a hand to those who need one. And now you're joining your life with Chris, a man who's also compassionate and loyal and kind. I know that each one of you will inspire the best of yourselves.
Janie, you are a kind, loyal, creative, hardworking, and you will always be my built-in best friend. I remember my brother's wedding about 3 years ago. After the rehearsal dinner, Janie and I were sitting at the bar in our hotel, and we were talking about boys, and she said, well, I've been seeing someone, and I asked her who, and she told me it was Chris. And I looked at her for a second, a little shocked. And then I thought about it, and it just made sense. Chris, welcome to the family. Thank you for loving Janie so well and bringing a light to her eyes. I've seen it a few times tonight, and it's made me smile.
Chris, as a doctor, you've dedicated your life to helping others. Janie's lucky to have you as her to-be husband. Your character, your loyalty, your love will be a source of strength and support for you and Janie throughout your life together.
Chris and I went to med school together, and then we became roommates, went to MUSC. Chris and I have been friends for 8 or 9 years. So obviously, Chris went on to succeed, as all of you, I'm sure, knew he would, and he matched his first choice at MUSC in Charleston, right? It's been a fun run in Charleston, and it's truly been an honor to get to know you as well as I have. Obviously, the best choice you've made is sitting next to you. So the reality of the matter is, Chris, I know you've made a really good choice here as more as I've gotten to know Janie, and I really love spending time with you both. Janie, I can emphatically say you've made a fantastic choice with what you got here.
It's not what you expected, is it?
It was more or less what I guessed.
Yeah.
Exactly what I guessed.
Good.
You look cute.
Don't mess up my hair.
Surprise.
Gorgeous. I don't want to mess up your makeup. Wow. Wow.
Do you expect sparkles?
No, I love it. Wow, you look beautiful.
So the story of Janie and Chris begins in the fall of 2009, their freshman year, about a mile from here in a place called Mel Hall on the campus of the University of Georgia. Chris and his roommate were settling into their room, and they wanted to make a late night cup of coffee, but observed that 2 freshman boys had no sugar. So it came to pass, 2 floors up, they ended up at the doorway of Janie and her roommate, And so to this day, Janie suspects this sugar story was just a convenient cover. You all be the judge, but man, it worked. Like, here we are, right? Then in January 2019, so almost 10 years later from the first time you met, Chris came to Atlanta for a rotation in the ICU, and he and Janie went to dinner, and they spent hours updating each other on their lives and their careers and sharing with each other their hopes and dreams for their future. Janie says she just realized one day her feelings about Chris had gone from longtime college friend to, I really like this guy. He says he can't pinpoint exactly when it was, but he just knew that Janie was the person he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. He says life just came easy with her. She made even the little things so much more enjoyable. Janie, Chris says you are the one who makes him excited for every single day. He thinks about how your relationship bloomed over nearly a decade. And then when the timing was there, it just felt so natural and right. Chris, Janie loves the way you pay attention to even the smallest details, and we're glad for that, Doctor. She says that your precise scientific way of thinking perfectly complements her creative, crazy ideas, and she can't wait to see what kind of life you two will build together. Before God and in the presence of these witnesses, Janie and Chris have made their solemn vows to each other. Therefore, I proclaim that they are now married. That which God has joined together, let no one tear asunder. Chris, we are anxiously awaiting the kiss.
Welcome Janie and her family to our family. I couldn't think of another person that I would want my son to be with. And I thank you for that. Janie, you know what I feel about you. And just wanted to say, welcome Janie. Thank you.
Chris, we're really excited to have you as part of the family. Janie and Chris, I wish you happiness, health, and wealth, strength during the bad times, and plenty of the good times. Thank you.
Janie and Chris, everything about you all is beautiful. We're very proud of you, Janie and Chris. We welcome you to our family.